All right. I guess that's it. Welcome to the Steve to the Max show with J.O. and Jules. J.O. is on vacation right now, as usual.
Yes, she is.
I hope we're live, so if you guys see us, please make a comment. Facebook has changed their stupid setup, so
It's messing with me.
it's messing with
I'm like,
you.
Max, help me.
You all right there, Max?
Oh, he's got my phone because it's not.
Oh.
I can't get it on my phone.
Are you on yours? Yeah, for some reason. Yeah. It says this content is not available on your phone.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Why does it say
I don't know. Whoa,
It says it on mine.
that's weird.
No. Steve to the Max show.
Yeah, one of these isn't working. But...
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What happened?
It's not working on Steve's page, but it's working on the main page.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Vicky, Paul, Kelly.
What's up? Everyone
All
see
right,
us?
now we can hear
Hello.
us. Yeah, part of us. I should erase the other one because this other thing isn't working.
Happy New Year to everyone. Is this in a way? No. It's good, right? It's not in camera view.
No, and all my stuff is not, which is good.
Why are you so quiet?
Hey,
I like it when you're quiet.
this is not really a vacation for Jen.
All live.
All lies. Because vacation for her would require the beach.
She's got that Arab money.
I wonder if she'll
Happy
try
New Year,
it.
Vicky.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Did you do a New Year's resolution?
No. Did you see my post about that?
Yes. So, New Year's Day, which was last Sunday, right? Most
Yeah.
of the stores were open,
Yeah.
which means the gym was open. And guess what was packed? The gym.
The gym.
Why do people do that?
I don't know. That's why I made that post.
Why?
Because they're gentle reminders to myself, which I'm going to ignore.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I mean, I did join a gym once, believe it or not.
Once.
And
Which
then the
one?
pandemic happened.
Oh,
the one at
Planet?
Yeah. Yep.
Planet Rock.
Planet. Yeah.
Planet
Fitness.
Rock.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness.
I was eating healthy, all that stuff.
Then why'd you stop?
Now I don't
Because
care.
of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Hacks.
And I was like, no, I said if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. That's your
you-
sign from God.
God, you have to make it meant to be.
That's your sign from God when He says, you're not going to the gym anymore because we're gonna close it because of the pandemic. Speaking of the pandemic, you see how like things have changed.
Everything, and I hate it.
Like used to be have to be quarantined for like 7 days or 10 days. Now it's 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it to start off the new year.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
What
pretty
a
bad.
way to start
I
off
had
your
it
new year.
Really, really bad.
They're saying we're going for another wave, and then the mask.
But there's always going to be a wave.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like,
Is it the flu? But here's the thing: is it the flu or is it the the vid? Which one?
but there's always going to be both. So
Right.
it's not like you can get away from it.
I'm like been super careful. I've been like monk. Like people come in the office and they cough, and I just like start spraying Lysol everywhere, wiping
Yeah,
stuff
fine.
down in the office, telephones, computers, and stuff like that. I'm
know-
just like I'm not taking any chances.
No, if you could just clean your house.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Them's be fighting words.
I haven't been and never go to your house, so I wouldn't know.
we're like stepbrothers, so we go back and forth with jabs. We were going back
Oh,
and
I
forth
know
this
you
morning.
do.
Did you see that?
Yes. And I still want to see that throwdown between the
It's
two
not
of
a
you.
Why would you do that?
No.
Because that's entertaining for
Why
me.
does everybody want to see that happen?
It's like a
Bec-
fight.
He doesn't want any of this
I
smoke.
don't want it like as a fight. I just think you both are good, and it's just
Good?
I don't think
You're
it-
both the greatest of all time. You're both the goat. How's that?
How about it? It's like that, where they're battling but they're not battling. What's
Well,
that?
yeah.
What's that thing that they had on TV with the two artists?
Oh, with
One artist
James
with the-
Corden.
no,
that show?
No,
The hell are you talking
no,
about?
not James Corden. It's
Not lip sync battle.
Oh, when they
have
rap
like,
against each other?
They have like but they're not really battling. Like it's not like you're losing.
It's
It's
ra-
it's like one you go first and I
Yeah,
go
I
second.
forgot the name
Yeah.
of it.
I forgot that.
But it's and then Method Man
Yeah, Method Man.
took over with what's her name, Baldwin,
oh
Haley?
Haley.
yes. Ah.
But James Corden was on there.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was with Method Man, wasn't he?
Yes.
Against Method Man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
And then
was
he
against
left.
Method
Yep.
Man, yeah.
And James could drop
He fucked it up. He killed
But
it.
then they
James
went
got
into
bars.
lip sync battle.
Oh, it's called Drop the Mic.
Drop the Mic.
Yes.
That's
thank
what
But then
you.
they
Yeah.
went
Thank you,
to
Paul.
lip sync battle with LL and Chrissy Teigen.
What's the
Oh,
other one?
that's stupid. Yeah, I saw that.
How about
Kinda whack.
how about the original one with Nick Cannon? Remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
one?
Oh, I can't
Yeah,
stand
Wildin'
him.
Out?
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
Why?
Who,
Because he
Nick?
got 12 kids?
He's got 13 kids. That's
He
gonna
needs
be
to
a
be
hell of a family
castrated.
reunion. He's gonna have to like rent out like
He needs to
the
be
Dallas
castrated and he needs to stop. Like, come on now.
Maybe he's Catholic
And abstain.
and they don't believe in that.
No. You
Abstinence.
mean Mormon? Mormon.
Mormon don't believe in that.
What?
No, Mormons do. They have like multiple
Right.
wives and
Why
whatnot.
would you want to do that to yourself? Have multiple wives?
That's gonna be
That's
hell
a
of
lot of estrogen going around.
That's a hell. Oh, that's a hell of a tax return, right?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That-
Maybe he's doing. That's why.
Right,
That's
the
how he's
taxes-
making his money now.
and none of the baby mamas are well known other than Mariah.
They keep changing that bracket, by the way.
What?
Like with the kids
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
know.
like that, and then it's like
Bracket like,
No,
it's
like-
college games and shit.
no, but I'm just saying like you get certain amount for a kid, and now they changed it.
Oh, yeah, they
it was
did,
more,
yeah.
then it was less, and it was just like it's
Oh, it
so
all
com-
depends on how much you make, also. So.
Right, I know. So just like everything else is going up. So how was your New Year's?
He was sick.
I was sick with
Sick?
COVID.
No,
in
I know.
bed.
I saw you had family over, right? Everybody came.
I had COVID. How could I have family
oh,
over?
Oh, you didn't for both Christmas too, because we weren't here for Christmas.
No, Christmas. What the hell did I do? Oh, I went to the family's house.
You actually went somewhere?
Wow.
I go places.
You
I just
stayed.
go to-
Wait, did
I
you
go
stay
to places
past?
I want to go to.
Did you stay past 9? Did you stay past 9?
No, I left at like
He's like,
6 or
I
7.
know places
For
I want to
those
go.
who are watching, Steve doesn't usually stay up past 10.
Unless it's worth my while.
If he has a party, he just goes upstairs, and we're like, "Where did Steve go?" And then
Yep.
Lori just ends up,
and poor
hosting.
Lori's like, well, you
Where's
know.
Steve? Oh, we already know. Or
well,
he-
if it's the summertime.
well, if you're getting this is how it goes. He's at the party.
Yep.
Then he starts getting tired. He goes into the living room, takes off his hat, wipes his eyebrow, sits on the couch. Then he gets up and he goes upstairs and he goes to bed.
wow.
Wow, he's got you pegged.
In the summertime, though, the party's ripping and I want to go to sleep, I just call the cops on myself.
You've said
Yeah.
that before.
If it's an outside party, then he goes inside.
yeah,
I'll
and
call
leaves
the
everybody
cops.
else to fend for themselves.
And I look like
let
the
yourself out.
I look like the Herald because I'm like, damn, cops busted up my party, man.
I guess.
Oh, Paul said, "Why does he need to stop? He has money. He could take care of all of them."
That's true. But like, yeah, he's taking care of all of them because all that money's getting in from the government.
Aha. I don't know.
Yeah,
Per
true.
kid.
Oh yeah. It's, so
What does that say? Salute the DJ.
yes.
Salute.
So we all like are entrepreneurs. We all like have our own little thing going. You have your books. I have like the clothing thing too going.
What does Jen have?
I don't know. She doesn't need anything. She's got that NFL money.
No. She should play for the NFL. Do they have a female? They do. Some females are starting to
No.
play pro. Yeah.
Powder puff. That's what they have. I've never seen a female NFL.
Yes, there's a female kicker, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
I think
I
they're
got it.
great.
Yeah.
All right.
If they can handle it, screw it. Why not?
So
Absolutely.
to start off the little prelude for our podcast there, right? So Jen, I just called you Jen.
Jen's on your mind.
Jules, what do you got going today?
I just have my useless knowledge.
All
as
right, I got
usual.
what before Steve asks us. I have what day it is and a lot of what the happenings were for the past 2 weeks. There's a lot that's been happening. A lot of people passed. We got the NFL thing to talk about,
Yeah.
and what else? Yeah,
Are we going to start off with tomorrow?
you want to?
yeah, why not? Let's go.
Because I mean, so like, where were you when that happened? Like, were
I was
you
home watching
You
it.
were
What is
actually
this,
watching.
9/11?
Well, it's funny. Not
No,
funny,
no,
but
it's not funny,
I was
right.
doing something like in the kitchen, and my husband was upstairs, and he's like, "I think an NFL player just died on the field," and I was like, "What?" So then I ran over to the TV, and of course they replayed everything, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So then I was glued,
Right.
and I was like watching everything about it,
Right.
and
'Cause
any update.
right. I
like
got
sharing
rid
it.
of I got rid of cable, so I don't have ESPN.
Oh,
But then they said it was on ABC, which made it even worse because now it's
Yeah.
televised nationally, right?
yeah.
So everybody's watching this, and I was like just scrolling, and somebody like, "Yeah, players down there doing CPR." I'm like, "All right." That's not good. Then
Right.
you would like, so 5 minutes passed, 10 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed. Then everyone's trying to figure out what they do because this has never happened before in the NFL. I mean, it's happened in soccer. It's happened in other sports.
Right, but there's only one NFL player that died on the field.
Right.
That was
Right.
like
Right.
years.
Exactly. So, but I mean, and then they're like, then the referee's like, all right, let's give him 5 minutes. And the players are like, oh,
I
hell no.
No, dude.
How can you play after that?
I know, right?
know.
Oh my God!
How can
all
you
the
play after
Are
players.
you all
were-
right? You
All
ain't
the
crying.
players
Yeah.
were
All right,
so
game on.
shaken up. How can you not be?
I mean, 10 years,
Sad.
I want to say 10 or 20 years ago, it happened at a pay-per-view where a wrestler felt like he was on like, he was on a rope going down, like he was had a vest on,
Uh-huh.
and the vest opened and he fell
Oh my God!
from the top of the roof.
Oh, they did, huh? What was it, a
And-
cage match or was
No,
it just going
it was
down?
it was Owen Hart, Bret Hart's brother,
Oh.
and he fell and collapsed and obviously died.
Oh my God!
And they didn't cancel the event. Like people had to go out there and still wrestle.
So here's my question: Why?
What's up there that you keep looking at?
I'm looking at
That's
the
our
right. I
thinking
don't know.
tree.
That is. That's where
Well,
I think.
here's my question.
this light brings her question. Go ahead.
Brings
Here's my
clarity.
question, God.
Why does it take the NFL that long? Because it will
What
like
are you
over
drawing?
an hour. Steven, leave me alone.
I'm just fucking with you.
Why does it take the NFL over an hour to make a decision to end
That was the
game?
big
But
to do there.
it's like this is somebody's life.
Yeah.
Everything. I understand how important the NFL is, but
Right.
somebody's life is way more
Right,
important.
but they don't. I don't know. It's a tough one because
That's
of
what
course,
annoyed me.
No, of course, no. You're right because didn't they revive him there?
Well, his uncle said
Yeah.
he died. He got he was revived.
Right.
on the
But
field.
there-
And then he
though,
went to
right?
the ambulance, then died again
Right.
in the ambulance. They brought him back to life. So he actually died twice.
Right, but
Right.
as far as the field goes, he died on the field, but then they brought him back, so
Right.
they probably didn't know his condition, how bad
Oh.
it actually was. Maybe I'm not sticking up for the NFL.
No, I understand what you're
So
saying.
it is a happy ending for everybody that's not following. And
Not
wants to-
yet.
but
Not yet.
he's still
No.
he's he's awake.
Yeah.
He was
the
FaceTime.
tube is out. He's
the tube
talking.
he's talking. He FaceTimed his
Play,
teammates
yeah.
yesterday and stuff like that. Now everybody's gonna bombard him with questions like, well, you died, right? Well, it's like,
I
did you see
know.
anything?
It's just how long do you think it will take before they know if he can ever play again?
I don't think he's gonna play again.
And then the rumors
I don't know.
then the rumors started flying, right? They're like, well, maybe he had a condition, and then somebody said, well, did he get the booster shot? Did the
Oh,
boo-
I know. They bring.
I mean, they
COVID
bring
to
everything.
I'm
Everything is
surprised they
blamed on
didn't
the.
bring, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't bring in politics on top
I know.
of
It's
that.
I
like
know,
you know,
so
and,
ridiculous.
exactly. So
So
No, it's called Commotio cordis or something,
Right.
and it's
coitus.
cordis.
Oh.
who's getting messages?
Not me. I turned mine off.
Was it-
It's Steve on his own show.
Really? That's one demerit. You get a demerit
But so
for
they
that one.
explained it.
Yeah.
What, like, you know.
But yeah, everybody and then everybody became a doctor.
Oh yeah.
You know, just like moving along to the next thing. Everyone, with the murder in the college kids,
Yes.
Yes.
how they found. That was crazy. So what they
Yeah.
did was they used the DNA or
Mhm.
stuff like that, and they sent it to a genealogy place.
Yeah, like ancestry.
Ran Ancestry, and that's how they found out who he was.
Mhm.
And they were onto him, like he was getting pulled over for no reason. They're just tracking him down, you know. And,
He
it-
hasn't
That's
given the
just
reason why.
Weird. No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
No.
just weird.
Yeah. Oof.
and now everyone's on the roommate because she was awake and she heard the noise and she didn't like. What do you want her to do?
All right.
You're in the
Exactly.
house.
She's
You
not
know?
going to go out there because then she's going to get killed.
But just looking at his face,
I could
is
see
cre-
Julie going out there and bitching him out.
just looking at his face is creepy enough.
Oh yeah, he
you
is
know?
creepy.
It looks like an average guy.
No, he looks creepy. I agree. with
Really?
Max, yes.
I think he's got like that Max look. No, he looks like your average guy.
Yeah, the father
Mm.
of one of the victims wasn't. He just stared him down. Just didn't stop staring at him, just like trying to figure this out.
Oh, I would get arrested.
Right.
I'd be in court and I would be one of those people that
Well,
runs over.
depending yeah, exactly what the outcome in this.
Yeah.
If he's going to get the death
Oh,
penalty.
I would do
or
it either
life.
way. It doesn't matter.
I don't think he should get a death penalty. I think he should get life. You know
Why?
why?
I think he should spend 10 years in jail and then get the death penalty.
he's getting a death penalty
Because why should we pay for his food?
But
Why
why
should we?
should he get to breathe when he took somebody else's life?
Right. And on top of that, once you get the death penalty, they
Right.
put you in like D block. You're allowed to have TV. You're allowed because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going to be there for life. You're allowed to use
And then there's
computers.
Well,
rumors
let's
that-
make them comfortable.
There's,
Right,
there's,
exactly.
there's rumors
3 meals
that,
a day.
There's rumors that he won't survive in jail because they're gonna go at him. They're gonna get him, for what he did.
But
you
isn't
know?
it usually in jail they go after
If you
people
something
that
about
hurt kids or the
Yeah, well,
elderly?
technically, they're still.
Yeah, but
right,
they're not
but they're
kids,
talking
though.
about kids.
Kids like babies,
Yeah.
and,
Right.
you know,
Yes.
and like
pedophiles
yeah,
and shit
exactly.
like that.
Right. So,
I don't know.
Yep. So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
But there's I have, you know how I always get that news break. There was something that came across about him and BTK, that killer.
Oh, the killer, yeah.
The mur-
yeah.
Was
but-
it bind, torture, kill, or
Yeah.
some shit like that?
Right.
but then there's that guy.
Why
is
were they
saying-
comparing it to him? That's a total.
Well, I
different.
think it was like I would have to go back and read it because it was just a flash, and I was like, oh, what's this about? Because it's about a killer,
then-
so of course I want to know.
Is that the one where he called the radio station and then he was asking questions about? He was interviewing other killers. who
I
were-
think so.
Yeah, and he was
BTK was.
no,
No,
this guy.
This guy.
Oh, this
the-
guy.
I
the
forgot his name.
crazy
Yeah,
This
I
guy
looking
over
guy.
here.
Yeah.
Not
This
the
freaking
normal looking
guy.
one because he doesn't look normal. But yeah,
I don't know. I thought he looked like your everyday average Joe.
no, he
Well, this
is
will be
creepy.
this will be a Netflix.
Oh, of course it will.
Series, I'm sure.
Oh,
you
give it
know?
a
Yes, it
week.
will.
Give it a week.
Exactly.
You know, if Dahmer
Oh,
came back,
God.
I'll give it 5 years.
Yeah, all
Oh, yeah,
all those
good point.
filmmakers are out there right now. They're already drawing up the storyline.
Speaking of Netflix, have you had time to watch anything on Netflix? Are you watching anything?
Oh, Netflix. No, I've been watching. What is it on?
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Paramount.
Paramount and
Or Peacock or CNT.
Yeah, I've been watching. I
Yeah.
finished Yellowstone up until the
Yeah.
mid-season finale.
Yeah.
What's the onion?
I
one?
watched. Can I finish my?
Oh,
you
sorry.
asked-
go ahead.
I'm listening
I
to
know
you.
he asked me a question and then he
I'm
starts.
sorry.
Talking
I'm
about something
sorry. That's my.
else. Then I
yes.
watched
Oh my God.
1883
Yeah, which was really good.
totally, and I'm the third episode into 1923. That's it.
What's
With
1920?
Harrison
They're all
Ford and
they're
Helen
all
Mirren.
prequels to the Yellowstone.
So 1883 obviously is where it all began.
Yep.
And Tim McGraw is like the
Which
the
one?
star of that.
Which one has Kevin Costner in it?
Yellowstone. But
He aged, huh?
his great great grandfather is Tim McGraw in 1883, and that's where it all starts.
Not in real life, Max.
Yeah, not in real life, in the show.
I'm following. Yes.
And
Can you
then
do me a favor? Take her microphone, just lay it down because it's like blocking the whole camera. Thank you. Perfect. No, go that way towards the camera. Just slide it.
or
Slide
put it
the
in her
whole
chair.
thing.
Put it in her chair.
Keep going. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now,
Now,
How come you're not watching it?
I don't know.
because he's got what do you got? Pluto TV or some shit like that.
Yeah. You know, I've been watching that.
He got like 3 stations.
No. You want to hear something funny that caught my eye and I was watching it and I have to laugh.
Your
Do
neighbor
tell.
naked.
No, cops. Remember that
Oh,
show?
I love that show. My kids watch.
There's a channel on Pluto TV. It's 24/7 of cops.
Oh my god.
And you know what? I'm watching it. I'm like, they can't do this now.
Oh,
They
I
can't
know.
do this now.
I
They
know.
can't do this now.
I know.
that is funny.
There was a guy. He was on like, you know, when they're what's that drug? That
Molly,
no,
cocaine,
I forgot what.
heroin.
LSD?
No, I don't know. What- That
LSD?
makes you like really like
Ecstasy?
raging.
Meth?
LSD?
Yeah, I don't know if it's meth. I forgot what it was, but he was like really raging. He had blood all over him, and he was like, "You can't take him down. It takes you hard. It's hard to
Oh,
take
wow.
somebody
Oh,
down."
it could be anything. Then.
Yeah.
It could
Right,
be
he
meth.
was-
It could be coke.
Yeah,
it
right,
could
right.
Be, yeah.
So there's like 10 officers showed up, and I'm like, well, yeah, this is really 90s because I don't think they have 10 officers on a shift now, you know?
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Oh
They're
my
all wearing
God.
gloves, and it's the female, and she's the first one to spring into action while the guys are like right behind her. And I'm
That's
like,
'cause
whoa,
there's-
you don't see that anymore
I'm
either.
more scared of a female than I am men.
And then she had blood all over her arm, and then she took her uniform off, and then the first thing she went into the ambulance
Yeah.
because they put alcohol because you don't know what's in the
Right,
blood
right.
because they could have they could have anything with them, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it was just like. But the funny part I was
Oh,
watching
wow.
was
This is not funny.
no.
Just kidding.
The part was there was like when they bust the strippers, like the
Oh.
not the strippers, the prostitutes.
Tawana said PCP. How would you know, Tawana?
Oh yes.
Thank you, Tawana.
PCP,
Yeah,
yep.
PCP. But the other one was like when they are busting, they do the sting operations with the prostitutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was
Cheaters?
No,
Oh.
they had like a camera in the car, and as soon as cash is in hand,
Oh, I see.
the cops pull over. They're like, "Oh, you're not a cop, are you?" And then they're like, "No." And then it's all of a sudden,
Oh.
once the money's in hand, how much for $20 for this and that, whatever, you know, $20. So then this one was like, you know, she was a male that turned into a female, so the big
Oh.
person, right, in the car. So she jumps out. She starts running. They try to tackle her. Then the camera pans down, and you see her wig on the floor.
Oh, whoa.
So then they take her down, and then they can't. They took three police officers to take her down. And then another one that cracked me up, last one, is like she got out of the car. She starts running, and he's like, stop running, stop running, stop running. She finally trips, falls down, and he goes, why didn't you stop running? Because you didn't tell me to get on the ground.
When you were talking about female cops, did you guys hear? I think it was either Bridgeport or New Haven. She overdosed. A female officer touched.
Yeah, it was. I
Touched
think
fentanyl and she overdosed.
that was in Florida.
Oh, was it Florida?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was
Crazy.
here.
She's gonna be messed up for a while.
That's
You know-
scary.
I know. My son died from it. I know.
But
You
I mean,
just-
like she was obviously doing her job and
Right.
she touched it, and I'm like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Try
We just had
ingesting it.
Yeah,
I know. I can
know.
imagine.
Oh.
We just had at my job Narcan training. You know.
Oh,
So when they
don't all schools have that?
yeah
Okay.
Narcan, some should, like that one that happened.
Where do you inject it?
in the nose?
Oh, it's a
It's one. Okay.
Yeah. One,
do they have
not-
shots too, or is it just strictly?
You can do the shots, but it takes forever for the shots because you got to put this into that. Now this one is just
Oh.
a packet, and it's
Oh, it's like a nasal
It's
spray.
like 2 sprays, right?
But
and
That's
it's
that's
that's not
smart.
bad.
and there's no wrong way of like
Yeah.
people are afraid to you're not going to hurt the brain. It's just it's
Right.
something to just give the brain
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
the
know.
thing that sucks about that though is because Narcan is so easy to get.
yeah.
The people that do heroin buy that, knowing that
Oh,
they can.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If they
That's
start
sad.
ODing, they know they have Narcan right there, so they
Ano-
can squirt,
and another
squirt,
thing
and
they
go.
gotta
That's
another thing
sad.
they got to be careful of is like when they expire, because they do expire like everything else, and then people dispose of it. If you get that stuff in like the ground and this and that absorbs like the drinking water, like it gets into the ground and stuff like that. I'm just saying,
What,
over
Narcan?
like over time, like anything else, like like aerosol cans, all that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How does it get into the
No, like just the way it's just the way
when it's disposed?
just,
of?
just the way you dispose it. They're like you shouldn't throw it in the garbage.
Oh, okay.
You
So it
should
should
be-
be in one of those drug.
Right, exactly.
see.
Yeah, so.
Dang, that was depressing.
Right.
Wait, I can do one more cop thing. I remember that show. It was they do all bait cars. You know what a bait car is?
Yes, yes.
Well, they had. You could always see them panic and shit.
Yeah.
Like all you don't know what a bait car
I know
is?
what a bait car is,
yeah.
but I don't know the
When
show
a
you're
co-
talking about.
It was something like bait something, but
Oh.
yeah, you would see that they'd have hidden cameras in the car, and then
Oh.
the cops would lock all the doors, and the car would just stop, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh.
And you could see them freaking out. That was like the best show ever. I can't remember the name of it.
Another
but it was-
show that's on Pluto TV that's 24/7 is Cheaters. Remember that show?
Yeah, they just started playing that again. It's got that
What's his name?
4x3.
Joey Greco.
Joe Greco.
Joe
yeah.
Greco.
Yeah.
Joe Greco.
Then they have
yeah.
another one.
I like
the newer.
Scared
They have a
Straight.
newer version of Cheaters.
Yeah.
It was a Spanish dude. He does it, but then he died from what the hell were we just talking about? What's that drug?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. He died of fentanyl.
Really?
After the first season, yeah.
The thing
Oh.
about watching Cheaters, he's so calm. He's like, "What I'm about to tell you,
Oh,
you're not gonna like." No,
I know.
No,
I
he's so
also
calm
like-
when he says it. He's like, so you're like, all right, they caught his girlfriend cheating on him, and he's like, all right, we followed your girlfriend, and we're about to tell you it's not good.
oh, jeez.
And then you can see the heart going, and then the guy's about to cry, and they show him the video, and they're in the car doing some kind, whatever, and then.
I also like Scared Straight.
What's the other
I
one?
know it used to be good until the kids caught on to it. Now they're like, "Fuck you!
What's
You ain't
that-
gonna do nothing to
What's
me."
the other one? Paranormal
Activities.
Yeah.
Or
Did
was
you see
that just the movie?
is that
No,
the-
there was, I think, a show.
about ghosts? And
Yeah.
stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
yeah. I know there is. I didn't know if that was the same name or
They
not.
got a show for everything.
Yeah,
they
it's so
do.
stupid.
Because anybody's looking to make a dollar.
All right, give us some useless facts, Julia.
Useless? Love
From
my
your,
useless.
you know how she writes down? She doesn't have a journal. Isn't that
No, I
surprising?
I
just-
thought you were gonna get her like one of those Kindles or something. So she.
No, I wouldn't use that because I like
Who
pen
uses a
and
Kindle
paper.
these days, Max?
I don't know.
I like
Why don't
pen
I
and
just get her a
paper.
newspaper?
Remember those though? The Kindles,
Oh, there you go.
the newspapers.
Yes, we do. So, some things that are, just come across my desk. Lake Compounds. They are thinking of bringing back live music summer of 2023
Oh,
All right.
opening act, Milli Vanilli.
No, this is. I don't.
on a floating stage.
I think they should. I don't know if they're gonna do it because of the noise ordinance, but They should bring.
There's nothing around there.
They should bring back the big acts. Nobody wants to see a local band on the lake.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be the big acts.
No, it's going to be the big axe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As
What's
long as
the
it's a
sense of
big
having
act.
a festival if it's going to be
Right.
fucking
Oh, I know.
Don't get
the
somebody.
Righteous Brothers
I'm
and
not.
shit.
Not watching all the local people like. Oh,
They should have local bands open for the big
Right.
acts.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. I totally agree.
Exactly.
Right.
But-
That was my idea, by the way.
All right. Another site that I listen to or get information from is I-95, home of rock and roll.
Wow.
And yes, I know,
Wait,
right?
what?
I-95.
Is home of
I'll show you.
the highway?
No, but I'll show you. on
Wait,
my
is that a
phone.
radio station?
Yeah, it is out of Boston, right, or something.
I think it's Boston. Yes,
You mean
not the highway.
PLR?
No, it's I-95. I'll show you.
it's a rock station that's not
Oh
in
no, it's
Connecticut.
country, isn't it?
No,
It's a rock. It's a rock station, not in Connecticut.
just let me finish.
Okay,
Anyways,
go ahead.
So what came across was 7 reasons not to move to Connecticut.
I can give you 100.
I
but
could
go
give you
ahead.
one reason.
Well, let me say
All right, go
it.
ahead, Julie.
No, what do you? I'll let you know if it's on there. Say,
Oh,
say
obviously,
one.
it's got to be taxes.
Yeah, that was the first
taxes.
one.
That was mine right there. Taxes.
Ridiculously high taxes.
Yep.
No beaches in the traditional sense because all of our beaches are rocky, so they don't like really have nice.
It's a sound. Let's get it right.
Yeah. Right.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's not the ocean.
No metro tourist attractions, like you know how like New York has Times Square.
Right.
Also, Connecticut has nothing. Boring and people are cold and mean.
That's New York.
No, that's Connecticut too.
You're right, because when I went to Florida, people stop and wave and say hello,
Yeah,
how are you? They
not
engage in
Connecticut.
conversations. Now they're like, what are you looking at?
Yep, exactly. I just think
Wait,
that's so
we
funny.
were known for something good lately.
Rude drivers. No.
No, something good. We're like the best in the nation in something.
Probably for scenery.
Was it? It was something like greatest place to live or something. It was something like
yeah, but
what?
it's not. No, anybody who thinks Connecticut is
And
one of the
and I
greatest
think it was
places-
like Bridgeport. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't
Also,
know.
the
I'll have
traffic.
to look it up.
Also, the traffic is bad.
I-95. Yep.
People are moving out and moving in. The schools are overwhelmed. And if you if you move to Connecticut, you have to have a fat wallet, and then people with a fat wallet like take, you know what I mean, like they buy up everything, so then you're left with nothing.
Well, that's the American way.
It is expensive to live
Prices
here.
are expensive. I
Even
mean,
like you can't even rent here.
and Joe Rogan hates Connecticut.
Oh,
Joe Rogan's a
I know. I
douchebag
saw the
anyways.
video.
He said it's not a highway. It's filled with despair. Or no, it's a highway between New York and Boston, and it's filled with despair. I was like,
Joe Rogan's a
Because he used to work in
I
Connecticut.
never did like
yeah,
him.
No, he's not.
he hates Connecticut.
This is coming from somebody that
don't want
smacked. This is coming from somebody that smacked his wife on TV. On he got caught on camera. I
Someone
don't know.
married his ass?
I don't know, girlfriend, or if he was married, but he hit her or punched her or whatever. I don't know, and they caught it.
I remember that.
It happened on New Year's Eve.
This year?
No, he didn't.
No, she did.
No. He didn't hit somebody, but you're right. Somebody did.
Right.
But,
Smacked
but
his
it wasn't
wife?
him. But it wasn't Joe Rogan.
So oh, go ahead.
No,
sorry.
I'm done.
Oh, you are.
That's it.
We're going to go back and forth, you said.
Right. So going back to the whole show about cheaters. Now, do you listen to the radio? I have a pet peeve
Yes.
about the radio, and it's not just here in Connecticut. I went to Florida, and it's a syndicated show. It's called War of the Roses.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't believe that. I hate that.
95.7
I know,
does
I
it.
Okay. My thing is.
I hate it.
My thing
too.
is. All right, Jules. This is my thing here. All right. It's always they are catching the guy cheating on the girl. Like,
Oh.
are you gonna tell me that women don't cheat?
No.
I've heard them catch women.
Yeah, but women don't give guys roses.
So then, so exactly.
So
but then
that's a big-
somebody said it's more fun listening to the opposite than listening to a guy catching a girl cheating.
Yeah,
I just think it's all stupid.
It
I'm like,
is
it's a-
stupid. If I like the
so
prank phone
cheesy.
calls from the Elvis Duran,
yeah.
Elvis Duran
Oh,
show.
that is
Those
good.
are the best.
He gets some really good ones.
Yes.
Oh, speaking
so
of
funny.
speaking of other shows, I was listening to a podcast, and this is based on a podcast.
You were listening to another podcast?
Yes, this is like
Rude.
Did you
this
learn
is like
anything?
this is like weird things that you're afraid. Like what's the weirdest thing? What is the weirdest fear that you're afraid of that you won't tell anybody?
Oh.
So the last one I heard is somebody was like,
You're
some of the weird
fast.
things is like, is it possible that you could be like walking your dog and you just burst into flames? You know, so
What?
stupid. Like,
What?
yeah, what do they call that? There's a word for that. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, there is a word.
Combustion.
Yeah, something.
like combustible, whatever.
Zero
Yeah,
combustibility.
Right. No, but there's like fears that
I
people
farted.
there's fears that people don't tell anybody, like that they have until you.
What's
like,
yours?
I don't know. I mean, I'm afraid of heights, but that's not a fear. I mean, that's not
That's
like
a fear, but that's not abnormal.
that's not abnormal, right? Like I have a friend, I work with a coworker, and anytime we go somewhere, like in a building, he will not take the elevator. He's afraid. He does
No,
not.
I understand that.
He
Yeah,
does not
I know.
take the elevator. There's my friend's daughter. Like when we're driving, she like gets all like
They're too rickety.
yeah. My friend's daughter, she doesn't like going over bridges. Like
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I understand that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think mine would be like long tunnels, like in a highway, like
I
like
get that.
like
The
the
Hershey
Lincoln
Highway.
like the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah, but that's not abnormal. I think those
No,
are
yeah, because that's like
within
a
reason.
cloud.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, do you have a weird fear that you don't tell anybody?
Sicilian rage.
No, it's like the,
Is there a pet peeve? Is there like no? Is there a weird fear? That
I
you-
don't know, to tell you the truth.
I don't. Yeah.
A weird one? No.
I don't think I
No.
have any abnormal ones. Just the ones that you mentioned, like
Right.
bridges make me a little nervous.
Like, I think we mentioned this on one of the last shows
Yeah.
about people being afraid of clowns. That they call that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff
What
like
about
that.
you? Are you afraid of clowns? Well, if you have to think about it, that means you are.
no,
But,
but some of them are creepy. Like some of them are not scary, but some are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
it's
younger-
is it
like-
all about the approach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Do you- I don't know what show it is, but
Like if you saw the Joker
Mhm.
in the movie theater.
I'd be like, what the? is
Some people,
this?
some people don't like to sleep with the door closed. Some people don't like to sleep in the dark.
Yeah.
There's like stuff
Do
like
you
that.
sleep with a nightlight?
No, I can't sleep with any lights on. It affects
How do you find
your-
the bathroom when you go to your midnight pee?
I don't know. You just
Nightlight. But there's I don't know if I think it's on TikTok where they will have like, the girl from The Ring.
yeah.
She'll walk around, or it might even be a clown, and they'll go and like chase after people, and then you hear the narrator say, "Run."
Oh yeah.
And I
love
can't
those
stop
videos.
laughing. Me
Yeah.
too. I cannot stop laughing because I love watching people get
The
scared.
run
There's-
videos.
there-
It is so funny.
I mean, yeah. There's
It's mean.
There's
but
the
it's
common
so
one. There are like people that get claustrophobic. They don't like to be in a room or an elevator with amounts of people, because especially in an
That's me.
elevator, especially in an elevator,
that's
because
not
That is-
abnormal.
yeah,
that's not abnormal.
Yeah, that's
No.
not normal. No.
But
But
yeah,
I'm with
there's
you.
like stupid things like that though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just like yeah.
So all right, what's your most favorite thing, or what do you enjoy watching most on TikTok for both of you? I like those videos.
I get just down a fucking rabbit hole. Whatever.
I know.
That Sheena Mawani or whatever her name is. She's Indian, and her husband does all these jokes in the background. Oh, you got to see. She's like,
No.
I like
she has like 9 million followers or so. Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
I like the voiceovers of the animals, like the cat.
Yes,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are funny. I like this. I think he's 4 years old. He is so stinking adorable. His name is Samaj,
Really?
and he is so cute. Like his mom tapes him, and one of the latest ones that I saw was he's standing on a stool in front of the kitchen sink, ready to wash dishes. And she walks into the kitchen and she's like, "Samaj, what you doing?" And he goes, "Yes, ma'am." And then she's like, "What you doing?" "About to wash dishes." And she's like, "But you got water all over the floor." And he looks down, "But you got shoes on, though." It's so cute.
Kids are smart, man. I tell you.
Oh my God, I love this kid.
Right.
He's so cute.
So you want to get into what day it is?
That'd be great,
Sure.
There
Max.
we go. All right. So what day it is? Today is World Typing Day. Are you guys a fast typer?
No.
Yes.
You are? My
Yes.
wife just had to learn again because I think there was like a minimum of X amount of words you had to when you applied.
Yeah.
Right.
So she started doing it again. She's like, wow, man, this sucks.
I mean, I
But-
used to do that in one of my jobs all the time. So,
yeah. But she
Alright.
got it now.
right.
All right.
Are you?
This is how I suck at typing.
Are you like
Yeah, I'm
Columbus, discover
horrible.
it and land on it?
What I do is I type the shit out of it and then I look back to see if I screw
I'm
it
not.
up.
I'm not like this though. I'm a 2-finger typer, and I'm like.
Yeah, that's where I am too.
Columbus, discover
I don't
it
know
and
how
land
I
on
do it. No, I do multiples. Yeah, I do
How
multiples.
about when you're texting? Do you text with your thumbs, or do you like?
Yeah.
My thumbs are so big.
Yeah,
and
mine
No.
too. Oh man, I screw up.
No.
I text really fast, then I go back and fix everything.
No,
I screwed
don't
up.
lie, Steve. You talk and text. You do the.
I
Talk.
do that
do
too.
that a lot,
That's
too.
because I screw up so many times. That's why I started doing
I know a
it.
guy at
You
work.
have to go back and read that.
I know, but a guy at work was like that, and he goes, how long are you going to be? Period. Because it'll give you.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
have to say
now
that.
it does it automatically now.
Right.
So that's a new. Oh, you probably.
Oh, no, I don't have the new.
Yeah, you have to update your operating system.
Oh, I
Not
don't-
your phone, just your operating system.
Well, this is how.
Vicky said, yes, Julie, he's so funny.
Ah, all right.
So there is another person that sees him.
You know what I miss
Love
about
that kid.
speaking of typing? You know what I miss, and this is how old I am. Like when you went to the banks and you would hear the old typewriters going,
Yes.
and it
What
would
bank
echo.
are you going to?
This
He's
is back
talking about old school.
I've
Old
never
school
even heard that.
80 in the
Maybe a
80s.
credit union.
in the 80s. Like you would hear the
Yeah, a
typewriter.
credit, I think it's a credit union.
yeah,
you're like-
you'll never hear.
Ting, ting.
What is it, the Bob Newhart show? What the hell are you watching?
Hey, I miss those days. You know, life was a little bit easier.
Not back then. It wasn't. You were complaining
I would-
back then.
True, very
too.
true, very true.
I did take that in high school, and I sucked at it. Typing
Oh, I-
class. Oh my
I know,
god!
high
Like how many? Because there's a thing like how many words you can type a minute. and
Right.
I don't even know. Like
I
you
was-
would, you know,
Yeah.
I applied at an insurance company.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have to know how to type.
Oh my god! And I went in there, and I'm like, I give up because they're like ready and begin, and all of a sudden you hear.
But I don't
And you're
even,
like, click, click. click.
I don't even think you could find a typewriter if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can.
You
I'm
can?
just- I'm-
Oh,
I'm-
yeah.
I'm just-
Where?
You can go to pawn shops. You can go
Well,
to a lot. Yeah.
because like the insurance companies, they would. They wanted. I applied for the ones where you could take your work home with
Yeah.
you, and you do claims from home.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like-
Right, yeah, that's what Missy used to do.
Right. And you just
Yeah.
you go, and then at the end of the day, you drop off your work or whatever, all your claims. But
Yeah.
you got a certain amount of claims you got to do an hour, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, and they time you. But I went in there and like, even when I went for the police dispatch, the civilian one,
Yeah.
it's like because you got to put name, and I was like.
Right.
And
you
it's
have
like
to type it quick.
right, and I
Yep.
was like, oh, I keep forgetting, and I kept forgetting that. I guess you hit tab for the next line, tab. It goes, like, doot, 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 and I wouldn't hit tab, and I'm like, space, space, and I'm all way behind, and they're all done, and I'm like,
Isn't that weird? You have to do that for the police station, but when you call it like LJ's Pizza over here, as soon as you call, they already know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because they're like, oh, you live
Yeah.
at Carlton Place or whatever. You know, what
yeah,
do you
because
want?
they never ask for your name. They didn't ask for my name.
They don't
They're
ask
like,
Everything
anymore.
comes up.
yeah, everything
so
comes
why can't
up.
they just
right.
do
I
that
don't
for
know.
911? You'd
Do-
think
Why do you think that is?
Because
technology, people.
No, I
that-
mean like, because it should. Do you think it does come up, but they're just asking you to verify before they
Or
say
they
anything?
No, they
Or-
verify. You have to verify.
or they
it.
do that because they got so many pranks. Like people will order pizzas, never come pick them up. You know, somebody.
No,
like-
but if you call like 911 and you order a pizza, that means you're in trouble. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's That's like
Right.
legit
What's
out
that
there.
hand signal for kids? It's
I
like
think it.
what is it? It's like some
they-
kind of weird.
I don't know.
It's
I
like
want to say
two
it's like they
fingers
make a fist or they drop paper or something.
No,
I
it
don't
has
remember.
something to do with your hand. I think it's
Okay.
a fist
I
and
don't
something
know.
like this, or I don't know.
And that means they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're in trouble. Yep.
Also, it's National Bubble Bath Day. Those are thought.
When's the last time you took a bubble bath?
Okay.
What about you?
No, I don't like.
I don't like
bubble
sitting in
baths.
my own filth.
Right? No, I have to
I
shower.
just feel like
I
I'm
don't like
in
bubble
a
baths.
soup of dirt and
It's,
famunda.
English Toffee Day.
Eh,
No.
I like it.
Career Coach Day.
Eh,
Sunday Supper Day. Now you guys call it supper or dinner?
both
Yeah,
depends on
both.
what kind of mood
Yeah.
I'm in.
I always hear it like
Exactly.
the Southerners will be like, "You're gonna have your supper."
Well, like I said, what's for supper?
Right.
supper.
And then they're
When are we
like,
having
it's,
dinner?"
It's dinner time.
Yeah.
I think supper sounds
exactly.
better. It makes you more hungry when somebody says supper, not dinner.
Well, supper sounds like you're on a chuck wagon and
You're in 1883.
you're in 1883. Yep. And then dinner sounds
Supper.
more fancy. You
yeah.
know?
Does
Like
anybody?
when you
you're
go to-
going to
when you-
have dinner with the
Like
queen.
if I was to have, I'd have supper at my house, but then when I go to my white friend's house, they're having dinner.
right.
You see what I'm
You
saying?
had to throw white friends in there. Oh my
I'm
God.
half white. I'm half white. So
Between you and Jen.
Get him. Get him. That's funny.
Hey, did you hear Nicholas Bradford died?
who's that? That
Adam
sounds.
Rich. He played Nicholas Bradford on 8 is Enough. He died.
Oh,
54
little
years
dude.
old.
That little
the
dude.
the youngest
And
kid.
we lost. What?
How for what?
They haven't said yet.
We lost a lot of people while we were gone.
But in the
Barbara
night-
Walters.
Yeah.
Right. But in the 90s, he did have a drug problem. I don't know if this is
So
related.
did I.
I don't know if this is related. I'm waiting for that information to come out. And yes, I'll report on it.
All right, who died this year?
Barbara
Barbara
Walters.
Walters. Who else? Wait, yes, Steve. I agree. It depends on the company you are dining with. Thank
Does
you,
anybody
Tawana.
still sit at the table though?
I do.
And with like everyone's like because like the kids,
I do.
the kids like to go.
The
in
coffee table.
no, the kids like to like. I don't know about your kids. Do they like to just go grab the food and go back into a room? Or do they sit
A
at the
lot,
table?
well, it depends. I mean,
They have
we're-
different schedules, right?
Yeah,
So-
we're very different now, especially with
know.
one working.
What about
that-
you?
No, no.
You and your dad don't just sit there.
Because we
and-
eat differently. He like his diet and my diet are totally different. Like he doesn't like.
But you
eating-
can't sit together and break bread. Is that what they call it?
I don't know.
don't know.
Just like
Well, Italians, all the Italians I know, they're very family oriented. You know what I'm
Speaking
saying?
of-
Yes, but I think now it's just like on Sundays we used to have
Right.
the four of us used to sit down together, but it's harder now. Now that Logan's working and she's not always home,
Right.
And now that
There's
Tanner
sports and everything else.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's very rare that we get to do that.
Speaking of food and stuff, did you guys hear about the businesses? Did you hear that the Chowder Pot in Hartford
Yes.
is closing?
Closed, yeah.
Closing,
But
oh my
and at the
God.
same day, Ponderosa is
coming
coming back.
They are?
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to love
They're
Ponderosa.
thinking about that, but I
I
don't
used
know
to steal
about
their knives all the
Connecticut.
time.
Yeah.
Really?
They had the
I
best
thought-
steak knives
I
ever.
thought white people just did that.
Isn't it like right outside like Massachusetts they're coming back?
Right.
I think.
Wow.
You
I
know
didn't
what?
know that.
You know
That's
what else?
awesome.
Are you one of those that used to go into McDonald's and steal like all the stirs and sugar?
No.
No.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Clearly you
guess-
did.
No, I know people that did though.
Yeah.
The packets of sugar, they would just take a whole bunch. And
Guess
just,
what I just took pictures of in Bristol.
What?
The school.
No, the new
Oh.
dispensary.
Really?
Oh yeah, it looks
I had
nice
a,
in there.
You know, I had
Ooh.
I had a dream about that dispensary.
Wait, where?
It's right, the old Applewoods
Ah,
restaurant.
yes. Okay.
Yeah,
You want to hear my crazy dream about that dispensary? I had it this week.
You
my
were the
boy.
CEO.
No.
he finally smoked weed.
No, I went in there. No, I went in there and I talked to the owner and I told him that I wanted to build.
How do you know it's a him?
Well, I don't know. I went in there and I said,
Dream.
I was like, you know what would go good in here? I like a cookie shop. So I wanted to open like a cookie jar.
Why?
And-
They already have edibles there. no,
So
it
you
is
remember-
smart though.
That's
No,
a
Yeah.
good
remember
idea.
like the cookie place in the mall with all they sell is those
Oh, yeah.
cookies.
They should connect with Crumble Cookie out of Manchester.
Well, they have in like other countries. They have like lounges.
That was
Yeah.
my crazy
just
dream.
go in there,
though.
smoke weed,
Like,
and
why would
eat and-
why would I dream about putting a cookie store in a dispensary?
Because you secretly want to smoke,
Yeah.
and then you know you're
I
going to
want to
get
see
hungry.
you high.
No, I was just.
It's
high on-
not
I'm
that
high
bad,
on-
Max.
I'm high on
It's
Mars.
legal now.
It's legal.
It's legal. You could, dude. You'd be chilling hard. You probably DJ better too.
Although it does have the opposite effect. for some
Whoa,
people.
wait a minute.
No, I'm not saying it. No, I said better.
Oh, okay.
See, that means. Oh, never mind.
Oh, another
go
business
down
is coming
there.
back is
What?
either Ames or Zares is coming.
Ames.
what?
Yes.
Ames.
Well, no.
Wait a
No,
minute.
if they're gonna do that,
We
they got-
apparently
How do you
follow,
go
like,
out of business for that long and say, "Hey, I used to have a business 40 years ago.
Well,
I
some-
should start that back up again."
But somebody-
knowing that everything's online these days.
I know somebody has to compete with Walmart.
Target.
Eh,
Yeah, Target.
Right. well,
Target
those
competes
two,
with
somebody's
Walmart.
got to
But
step up.
brick and mortar stores aren't, the way to go these
I think
days.
Well,
because
hopefully people are trying to bring things back.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
so
That would be.
we already
great.
lost one mall. Like one mall was going down, but like I think Amazon's killing everybody because like
Well, the only mall that seems to be doing well
this
is West Farms.
Right. The one in Buckland Hills is going down.
Yeah.
It's
Vicky
turning.
said something about bars being open till 4 now.
Yes.
Yes, I was
Ooh,
gonna get
Vicky,
into that.
You are
You
on
did-
my. You're reading my mind.
Oh my God, you read my mind too.
They're
Now,
thinking about
Steve,
keeping them open till 4.
It's like,
This
oh,
is no new.
And I don't think that's a good idea.
it's like I was working in New York all over
Do
again.
you think
I was
that's a
just
good
gonna
idea?
say
I
that.
hated
I was
it.
just gonna say
No,
that.
do you think it's a good idea for Connecticut to keep their bars open till 4?
All right, so you were a bartender. Think about this. The bar's open.
There's
till-
more drunk driving accidents.
No,
no,
listen,
but they
you're-
stopped serving at like
Right.
2 though.
Oh.
Well, they did in New York anyways.
Well, yeah, right. But here's the you're a bartender. Now listen to this, okay?
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
You're a
Where the
bartender.
hell that come from? That twang just came out
So
real
the,
quick.
the bar closed at 2 doesn't mean you're leaving at 2. You still got to clean up, right? So the bar
God.
so the bar closes at 4. They're not getting out till 5:30.
Exactly.
Then going to breakfast at 6. Then you get
Exactly.
home at 7.
I know it's ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
I know.
Just because they say
Yeah,
they
we
close
used to
at
get
4
out
doesn't mean like,
late.
hey, you
Yeah.
still got to clean up.
Oh my God, we
Oh,
used
I-
to get out super
yeah,
late.
it was like when I DJed in New York.
Yeah.
I didn't have to start until 11:30.
Yep.
When I was at Sports Rock, I would wait because we would all go to breakfast together, and I had to wait for them. Like they had to sweep the floor, mop the floor,
Yeah.
restock the bar,
Yep.
all the beers.
You had to wait. I was out of there with my shit.
No, I was nice. I wanted to wait for
He
them.
waited.
And you watched them clean up.
No, I would help. Yeah.
Did he help?
I think he did.
Yeah.
A couple
Because-
boxes, right?
Because people that did, obviously, that anybody that was hanging out when wanted to go to breakfast, they would stick around, and they would help with picking up the bottles and glasses and whatnot.
And this is what those were the those were the good old days. Because Steve, you would understand because later on you found this out. Like, you know, the old, it's like all about the ownership and the owners and this and that. Like you worked for owners where like the DJs were allowed to drink and DJs weren't allowed to drink, right? And where you DJ'd for free. I mean, you got not DJ for free, but you got to drink for free.
For free.
Or they put that on your, they took that off your money.
No,
right?
that was one of my conditions. I drink for free.
Yeah. But
And either that or you have friends like this.
Or my favorite is, hey, I'll buy
what
you.
was it?
Free drinks. Used to give me free drinks all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Or I would, or my favorite was, we'll buy you a beer if you play my song.
Yeah, I hate that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
why the fuck would I do that when I get it for
because
free?
you will get it for free. Do you see all these people? I will get it for free.
And we had like nice, you know, bar waitresses like Julie that would come up and say, "You all set? Do you want anything?"
Right,
You
right.
know, and say,
I had
"Hey,
to make sure you guys were good.
you know, take care of us," and be like, "Hey, you want a beer?" and this and that. Some would have a little thing of ice in the back, you know, like a little cooler. So
You
they-
got a cooler?
some DJs had a little cooler in the back. They would bring because if it got really busy, you would-
BYOB?
no, they would bring you. You would get.
Oh, and
they'd
then-
bring you the beers and then
Oh,
you
I
know
see.
stuff like
Oh.
that.
I didn't have that luxury. I just send someone to go get it. But
Yeah.
Right. And then it's just
'Cause
like
it's not like he was going to sit there and wait.
who the hell had a cooler?
no, but
You're
like
gonna
I've
drink
never heard
it.
no,
anyone.
that was like at the other club over at the Club of 107.
What's over there?
You mean rumors?
Like after rumors, like
Oh.
when they had Club
Sadie's?
107.
Club 107?
Yeah, because the bar was
Oh.
what you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know where the DJ
Yeah,
booth
you
was,
used to
right?
work
Yes,
there.
yes.
The DJ booth was here, and
Yes.
the bar was like where the bathroom
Yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah. It was a shot.
You know, you always find the closest bathroom, and you always
Absolutely.
put a long song because you have to go use the bathroom. You know, or
Yep.
those were the days.
Those
Those were the good
and
old
it's
days.
funny because I can still remember the layout of rumors. And I always remember.
I hope so. It was wide open.
No, like Dana, I remember Dana where he always stood.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Then there was like, you know, that's where right next to
I
him
never
was where the
thought. I
bathrooms
never knew
were.
Dana was a DJ. I thought he was just a
No,
bouncer.
he was a bouncer. But he always
Really?
stood in the same
Me
spot.
and Dana used to DJ together.
I know. I just when I met him, he
At
was the
Rumors,
bouncer, so I
though.
just thought he was like a bouncer
Oh.
or
Right,
like
because
you
at
know,
rumors he was a bouncer.
he was a bouncer. Yeah,
Right.
but
no,
I never
he's
thought
a very
I-
good
yeah,
DJ,
yeah, yeah.
actually.
Yep.
So, but yeah, and then
So funny.
the other funny thing that people used to do, that you know, they had mirrors on the wall
Yep.
going around, and people would dance in
yep.
front. People would sit there and dance in front of the mirror,
Oh, yeah.
like they wouldn't care. Nowadays,
They were
no.
practicing.
Now they dance in front of their phone. The same-
Exactly the same thing.
who would do such a thing?
I
Except
know.
you can post it now.
Yeah.
Who,
That's
who
true.
dances on their phone?
Called TikTok.
Dances on their phone.
Oh, with their phone.
I don't dance on my
What's
phone.
wait, the latest dance?
There's like 3 different
Is it
latest
like
dances.
the Beyonce's Cuff It or something?
And there's
and then-
lights, camera, action.
Yes.
There's yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
TikTok makes
they're-
everything.
They're
Well, the thing is,
entertaining.
you know what you can do technically is if you know how to dance, but don't make a routine, just freestyle it and
Yeah.
just call it this dance. That's all you got to do.
There you
You'll
go.
never have to do it again because you made it up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And other people will follow. me.
Other people will follow.
So let me ask you this: you think this is going to pass?
riddle me this.
You think that will pass the 4 a.m.? I don't think it will, because Mad
I
would be
don't
like
think
all
so.
over it.
No,
You're
I
like,
don't, I
no,
don't
there's
think
enough,
It will.
Why would be Mad be on it? Because it gives them time to sober up if they stop serving it too.
right?
But here's
Well, the-
And you have to have food at bars now.
Well, now
you do?
Yeah, for like the last 20 years. There has to be some type of food
Oh, I didn't know
available
that.
to all bar patrons.
You know what I used to
Whether
like?
it's pretzels or cheeseburgers.
when I
See,
was
pretzels
look,
is not considered like food.
I was
yeah, but it absorbs alcohol though.
I used to
Yes.
look forward to when I went to see
Hold
him.
on. Cheeseburgers. Grease. Cheeseburgers.
I know.
Oh my god.
I used to like.
we were talking about hangovers though.
I used to
Okay,
like when we were at when we were at Machiavelli's, and at 12 o'clock he would bring out the pizza.
Yeah, right.
and
It's
put it up-
smart.
Yeah.
Well, I remember they used to do that at Chippies.
What pizza?
Because pizza
Yeah,
was right.
Chippies. I haven't heard that in a long
Wow.
time.
Rafts.
Oh yeah.
Mellows.
What was
I
the other
remember
one?
that bouncer was
what was
Jeff.
the old Cadillac Ranch? It was no. What
Oh.
the fuck was it called? The Lee or something.
The only two things that I wanted to DJ at that I never did was a roller skating rink and a strip bar.
I've done roller skating. United Skates of America in Plainville. That's where I used to DJ.
That must be
my
fun.
That was awesome.
God. Oh, I missed that.
There's only two left, right? There's one in Waterbury,
Yep.
Yeah, which my friend owns.
right? He was on our show actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on here. We gotta get him back. See how what the
He'll
update
come
is.
back anytime we want. I can
Yeah,
call
well,
him right now.
And
Yeah,
then-
we got let's get him back and get an update because he just started. He just got the business when we got it, right? He just bought it or
He's had
something,
it for a couple of years now.
right?
Yeah.
See how it's going.
And then Vernon, I think.
Yeah, the one in Vernon. I think they should have that for
There
kids.
is still United Skates somewhere. I saw it, and it's in another state.
Really?
I was like, I didn't even know it was a national thing,
Oh, I didn't know
but
that.
I guess so, and it's still going strong.
Yeah, Steve, I agree. It depends on the company you're dining with.
I already said that.
all right. Why did I come
That
up
was
again?
like 20 minutes ago.
Why did I come up on my phone now?
No.
There's
came
a
up on my-
20-second
Paul
delay,
said
not a
that,
20
right?
minute.
Paul
why
said
did I co-
that?
Yeah.
why
No.
did I- no, look, it
No,
just
Vicky
came up
did.
on my
Vicky
phone.
did.
No, it came up on my phone again. It's weird.
Okay.
Great for Apple. I'm actually due for an update on my phone.
That'd be nice. Why don't you just have automatic updates?
What phone do you have, by the way? What's your Apple phone?
Do we have to go through this every time?
He gets the latest of the latest of the
Because
latest.
this is the 11. Stop.
What
There's,
am I on 14?
there's people that have the 8.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah, but I need it.
If I could have kept my 8, I would have.
What do you have?
10,
No, that looks.
11.
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever came
I'm
after
just
the 8.
tired with the iOS updates all the time.
Oh,
They
I
just
know.
come
Why?
up-
That's why they make them, is because there's problems with your phone. Those updates are to fix the old problems.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes they create problems.
Oh no, and they give you more
You know,
options.
You know
too.
what the issue I'm having on this one is? Like my messages, they come up blue or green.
That's because it's an Android.
Yeah.
no. This is an iPhone.
No, someone from the Android's
Right.
texting you.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yes.
That's why.
I can't believe I knew that and you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, shame
So
on me.
someone texts
No,
you.
I'm
Shame
just
on me.
no, I'm just so surprised because I am not I know nothing about phones. I'm not a techie person. I hate technology, but I knew that.
Wow.
I know,
You should
That's
learn
crazy.
something new every day.
right?
Hey, did you guys
Hmm.
over the it was Christmas Eve? You know, like you guys do that thing. Please don't be black kind of thing. Well, this one I was like, I don't know what she was, but this idiot broke into police cars that were parked at the police station.
Stupid. How
I sent
dumb
you
can
that
you
clip.
be?
I
Yeah,
sent you that.
I think
Oh,
it
there
was
was
a white
another-
guy.
It was
Well, there was a
Yeah.
white guy siphoning gas out of one of the
Yeah,
cop
I'm
cars
like,
too.
oh my god, another brilliant genius.
And he posted live.
said no whenever. I know. I'm like,
What the
oh
hell
my
are you
god,
thinking?
people
Or
are so
how about the ones that
stupid.
drive around pretending they're the cops and they
Oh.
pull people over?
Oh yeah, another idiots.
Yes.
Some of them are rapists. On top of that,
I know. That's
no,
scary.
seriously, they
What
are.
else you got, Jules?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What's your
Out the
turn?
Notebook.
Yeah.
what's on the notebook? Well,
Why don't you? Let's
What?
do a new segment.
what?
Why don't you write
Ooh.
a short story every 2 weeks? Why not? Just like a page long, or a haiku. No.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you brought the whole writing things down because somebody on Bristol Talks put up what did people do before Bristol Talks?
Yeah,
You know?
I saw that, and then
Write
they
shit
said
down.
you said watch.
No, I said I
Bristol
said
Press or
no.
something.
Somebody said I would used to read the Bristol Press to see who
Yep.
got arrested.
Oh, that's what I thought.
That's the first thing you
Didn't
do.
you
Well,
say
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, you go to page 2 and it's right there in the section who got
That's
arrested.
where you find out all your information. Anyways, so strategies to achieve your goals.
This is what I need.
You have to. It's why. So there has to be intrinsic motivation,
Bet you one of them's write the shit down too, right? Make a list.
autonomy, purpose.
Wait, go back again.
I'm reading them all.
I know. I'm just. Go
So
back.
there's a why. The intrinsic is a why. Like what is the motivation?
Okay.
Actions driven by internal rewards, and doing something that's just for you. So pure enjoyment. There's you have to define the goal, rely on social support, and know it's a journey that you don't have that setbacks will happen. So just like expect those to go along the way.
Right.
Those help
I
you
take
achieve
those as
goals.
learning experiences.
Do you have any goals that you're setting for this year?
No,
This year?
No,
No.
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 I'll
not,
be honest.
Not resolutions, but goals.
No.
Okay.
Goals. I have a
Oh yeah,
3-year plan, but I don't have a.
getting another car.
Yes, that's my goal for him too,
Wasn't that your goal last year?
and the year before. What are yours?
To do.
Did you just fart?
Ew.
No!
Julie.
Stop it, it's my phone.
It was
You
taco
do-
night last night.
Taco night.
No. No.
All right. What are your
Anyways,
goals? What's
I want to do more with my business and even do maybe like a part-time job in like a school or something. That's a goal.
So I could
to
probably
give-
get your job at part time in school,
So-
and we can start your business thing. I'll give you a free commercial
So
because you're my
listen-
girl.
Ooh, thank you.
So
But it has
listen.
to be soon while
listen.
I'm dead right now.
But-
I mean, slow. I'm
Yeah.
slow in my business.
So
now.
let's since we're all like we got our own little like side gig there. Like you have your
Yes.
side thing, you got your side thing, and I got my side
You got a side piece?
thing. So no, let's promote what you do.
Well,
No, people, the books.
my
So-
book, yes.
No, so where can we find these books?
You can get it on Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
Oh,
Now I get it.
yes.
Purple cover.
That's what it's called.
That's
Now I get it.
Yep.
Nowiget.com. So if I go Google it, it's,
No,
No?
not now I did it. Get it.
Wow, you just fucked that all up.
Amazon.com or Barnes and Noble,
yes.
and you type in "Now I Get It," and it's a purple book with the
All
beach
right.
scene,
They can type in your name
and
too,
you
right?
can type a name in, and it
Yeah.
will come up. Yep.
Oh, nice.
How
Yeah.
about you, Max? Since you've obviously brought this up, so you must have something. to
Yeah,
I
say.
know.
well, I'm
What do you
going-
want to promote?
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to you next. So about your studio, you have this now. You've been working very hard on these commercials I see on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes. Now studio time. So you want to rent out the studio? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that was the objective of getting the studio. Yeah.
Right. And then you're doing like also the real estate stuff, right? Going and doing the drone thing.
I've always been doing that for the last 7 years. Yeah.
You know, I heard one the other day. It's like I couldn't see it. You hear the noise that they make, but I couldn't find the drone that's flying over.
Oh,
And I was like, all right, I didn't drink anything.
It wasn't me.
You just hear.
where was it?
I couldn't find
no,
it.
where did you hear the noise?
At
like
work,
which
at work,
direction?
at work, and I'm like, okay, I know it's not a ghost. You know?
You never know.
You know, did you see the one where somebody made one out of a witch?
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
see
awesome.
that.
Yeah, it's like a witch's broom. It's actually
Oh,
It's a
that's
witch-
it's a
cool.
witch holding her broom, and you could see the thing float. It looks
That's
authentic.
awesome.
Yeah, it looks authentic.
You
Oh,
got to do that for
wow.
Halloween.
I would like to. I don't know how to hook it up though, because
Well,
propellers get
how many
stuck up in
drones
the-
do you have?
4.
He's got one. I don't know how he does it. It's like the real fast one where he's whipping it through the park, and it's just like going through.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the-
We were just talking about
Yeah.
that because you know on the top of the churches how they have those long
yeah.
things at the very top. So what I did
Uh-oh.
is I'm like, I bet you I can make it through that
Uh-oh.
fucking thing. So I made it through the first half of it, and I didn't realize they put a screen up for for birds. So I smacked right into it, and my drone dropped in the steeple. And I'm like, I can't. How am I gonna explain this? So there's a thing. It's called turtle mode. You hit it, and then it makes your drone bounce, and then it flips back up, and then I can get back out, turned around, and got
I
out.
don't know how
but
you do that.
yeah,
Like,
it's
do you
crazy.
lose it? What's the range on that? I mean, how far can you go?
With one of my drones,
Yes.
9 miles.
What's the shortest?
I don't know, half an inch, an eighth of an inch, wherever it is, where it lie. I don't know. What
Okay, on that note.
I know.
Do you
I
realize
walked
how
right into
stupid
that one. Just close this segment.
No, it's so like the,
You are so
what's, the
bad.
what's the shortest distance?
he told
I
you he
know.
peed on his
What's
balls.
the
remember?
smallest word you can write?
Oh,
Yeah, so no, the only thing I got is my I do like t-shirts, hats, and stuff like that for like my DJing stuff that I do. So and
How do we get that, Max?
It's
Since
a-
you interested,
it-
you
Max.com.
you go to bomb. It's called the website's called
Bomb Diggity,
No, bombfire.com. You go on there and you
bomb or bond
click bombfire and just click
with
on
O-N.
and
or-
BONFIRE.com, and you just go on there, type in DJ Max. You know I'm Italian.
I
That's
know.
one of my shirts.
Can you
know.
pick her nose from there?
That's one of that's one of my shirts. You know, like, it's got this on there.
Well, we are loud even with our hand gestures.
Yes, we
We're
are.
very loud.
I
There's
know.
a
Can you
comedian-
stop yelling?
You know who Russell Peters is, the comedian? He's like, so he went to Italy and they couldn't believe he was Indian because they think he
Oh.
looks Italian. He goes, Indiano, no. You know?
No. What's the other guy that I like? I like Bill
Sebastian.
Burr, but there's another Italian
Sebastian
guy.
Maniscalco.
Yes, he's awesome. I love him.
He is
He like,
funny.
but Russell Peters, he makes fun of everybody. Like he made not makes fun of everybody. Like so, like for Italians,
Yeah.
he was like, you know, did you know this means what the fuck in Italian, right? You know what this means in Indian? You want to eat? You know, that's what he said. Then he made fun about. He was talking about Jamaicans growing up with Jamaicans.
Yep.
You know,
Jamaics?
Jamaicans. You know, did I say Jamaics?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You did.
I'm sorry. Then he was like,
my wife, this is a couple of years ago, she was something with the Chinese, and she goes, yeah, and all the Chinas. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, the Chinas? What does that even mean?
so Russell Peters talks about how he tricked his dad. So he was sick one day, and he goes, "Can you go to the store, this Jamaican store, and get me some of the medicine they have?" And it's like, just tell him I have punani.
Oh my God.
He goes, what's that? He goes, it's a fruit. They have the fruit at the Jamaican store. So he goes there. He goes, yes. Do you have any punani?
Yeah, my wife's in the back.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, that's it for today's
Hey,
show.
do you
What?
know? Have you ever listened to Jay Farrow?
Yes.
He like.
Very good impressions.
Oh, he is awesome.
Yes.
He's really good.
Is that the one that like does like DMX and all that?
Yeah,
No.
he does everything. Jay-Z,
Yep.
DMX, he does, yeah.
Ah.
Eddie
All
Murphy.
right, guys, that is it for today's
Yeah, we made it.
show. We will see you next week. Hopefully, Jen
Jen will
will
be
be
here.
out of vacation. Or
We'll
off
talk
of
about her vacation trip and her plane trip and
everything else.
yeah, everything else and how her
All right, you guys have a good rest of your Sunday.
later.
We will